Energinet.dk machine.
Hello and welcome to Engerati at European Utilities Week. Today I'm joined by Anders and Mette from Energinet. Welcome guys, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I suppose what I want to ask you is what your roles are at Energinet and what projects you're currently working on. Anders?
Yeah, well, my name is Anders. I'm a Chief Project Manager, first of the data project introduced in the Danish market, and now I'm working on introducing the supplier-centric model also as a Chief Project Manager.
Okay, great. And yourself?
I'm Mette, also from Energinet, of course. I'm a market developer and having focus on creating the right framework for the market in Denmark, the electricity market, and creating access to data and international cooperation.
Okay, great. And I suppose the first question I want to ask is, what drives the need for the Danish central data hub?
Yeah, well, the need is actually that we would like to enable the data from the electricity market to the end consumers. And the data hub is actually centralizing this data base. Before the data hub, all market data was in the market by the grid operators, meaning that we had in Denmark 70 different data sets operating the Danish electricity market. By the data hub, we are centralizing that and collecting all the data sets into one central market register and actually making all the data available for all the marketplaces.
Do you have anything to add?
Well, the whole idea was that the data hub should make it easier to switch supplier. It was meant to lower the entry barriers for new suppliers in the market by creating more equal access to data for the retailers in the market. Yeah.
And I suppose from that, I'd like to ask, what is the progress towards a supply-centric market model at the moment?
Well, it's a current project we're working on right now. As Anders said, he's the Chief Project Manager of it. And we go live in April 2016. But compared to the data hub was actually an electrification of the processes in the market. It was a new way of communicating between the market players. But the supplier-centric model is a complete new way of distributing the roles and responsibilities between the market players. So it's a comprehensive project and it's meant to make the market more simple for the consumers. They should only receive one bill when you go live, make the market more easy to understand for them.
So the idea is that all these market roles that we have, some of the market players are selling the electricity and some of the others are just transporting the electricity. As an end consumer, you shouldn't care about that. You should only care about the market party where you're actually buying your electricity, and the rest of it should be behind the scenes, so to speak.
Yeah.
And that is what we are introducing with the supply-centric model. And then we hope, of course, on top of this, we will have a lot of product innovation and new products coming up, new ways of buying electricity by simplifying the market model and setting the data free to the end consumer. We hope that will be the result of it, beginning of a new innovation.
And I suppose the next thing I'd want to ask is, what do you feel the challenges will be, or what kind of challenges do you think you're going to face doing this and implementing this?
One of the bigger challenges doing such kind of projects is actually that you're doing it in the whole industry in one take. All the market participants actually do IT projects along with us, and we need to go live on the exact same date. And that's a very big challenge. It's, for everybody that have done IT projects know that it is difficult and we will have obstacles on the way. And we need to deal with that and make sure that everybody reaches the final go live date. Next to that, having one data set built on 70 data sets is a challenge towards the data quality, and that's a big issue to ensure a high data quality that's needed for using it in the market.
Yeah, and in addition, you can say for the market participants, they need to get used to this new role they have in the market. As it is today, the consumer, he receives a bill from the distribution company, but also receives a bill from the supplier. But after introducing the supplier-centric model, it is the supplier that has the whole contact with the consumer. So they need to scale up a little bit on the customer service and be prepared for that new task. It's a new task for them, or increased task.
Okay, and you mentioned that this is going to drive innovation. What other opportunities do you think this is going to lead to?
I think that's very hard to answer for us actually, because we are trying just to enable a platform for innovation, and by having a simple market model, by enabling the data for the market participant and for the consumers, we actually ask the innovation to build on top of that, and we are not coming with the solutions. We are letting the market building the solutions and drive innovation.
And the idea of the model is that you place the customer responsibility at the commercial level of the value chain. So we believe that the suppliers and other third parties, they have the incentive to compete of the consumers, where the monopoly tasks as maintaining a grid is more put in the back and considered as a wholesale service instead. And as Anna said, the consumer should not care about who transports the electricity to the household, but only they go into the grocery store, they buy electricity the same way as they buy milk. It is the product, the value-added service that is important for the consumer.
Okay, and I suppose you mentioned that it's going live in April.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose other countries will be looking to you guys to see how it works, and and you'll be under the watchful eye of everyone else. Could this be the right direction of development for everyone else? Is this, how do you think that could work?
It's difficult to answer directly because it's a political decision. In Denmark, we hope it will work, and we can see that our neighbor countries have been taking similar decisions or are doing this at the moment. So time will show whether it is a good direction, but
well, you can say retail markets are really developing in a rapid speed right now. And you can see at this utility week, you have all kinds of new products and technologies, etc. You need this innovation. You need these new products and services to drive the innovation, drive the market forward. One of the ideas in the supply-centric model is also to make the market mechanisms give the right incentives for suppliers to be competitive and for the consumers to actually make a choice and decide, be active in the market and be engaged in how they use the electricity.
We can say that the interest for our projects have been very big, so we know that discussions is taking place in other countries, but whether or not it will work for them, time will show.
You also have, you can see here, you have a lot of topics related to how to link the wholesale market of electricity with the retail market, and you have all these technological components that can actually be into the homes, the smart homes and smart cities. You have all the stuff here, but in order to make this link between the wholesale electricity market and the retail market, you need this innovation. You need some you need new technologies. And for those to emerge, you need some easy to access market, easy access to data, easy access to consumers.
And also, actually, to make that happen, you need high quality data, and you need high quality data with high availability. So I think data has a key role in that transition.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I suppose we're looking forward to seeing it being implemented in April and see how that works for you guys. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for your time. And please do join us at Energinet.dk for more interviews during the next 3 days. Thank you.